Hi, good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about image formation in lenses by using ray diagrams. Already in the last class we discussed ray diagrams rules, like 3 rules we discussed, and now today we are going to discuss about image formation in lenses by using ray diagrams. 2 lenses, one is the convex lens and concave lens. Students, here we are going to discuss majorly different position of the objects, image formation, how it will be. Let us start. The first one, object placed at infinity. Object placed at infinity. This is the first position of the object. For this, I am going to draw principal axis. This is. I'll choose one optic center. From the optic center, then object at infinity means light rays will comes parallel to the principal axis. Light rays comes from principal axis like this. This is the first ray. This is the second ray. Light rays incident on the convex lens, after refraction they will meet at one point. That point is called principal focus, like this. Students, this is the meeting point of this both refracted rays. First refracted ray, this is second refracted ray, they meet at this point, image will form at this point. Here you write object at infinity, image, this one, image. Now coming to the nature, complete this one. Right, nature, image forms at principal focus. Next, coming to the size, highly diminished, nature, real and inverted. This is the first position, object placed at infinity for the convex lens. Then this is the convex lens, image formed at principal focus, real, inverted, highly diminished. Now coming to the second position of the object, object placed beyond center of curvature. Students, carefully follow how I am drawing. Student, first you draw the principal axis. This is the principal axis. I draw on the principal axis. Next, choose one optic center. This is the optic center, let it be. Now see, carefully follow the how I am drawing. Let it be, this point is the optic center. From this optic center, approximately I will take 3 centimeter is my focal length. Let it be just from optic center to 3 centimeter, and 3 more centimeter is the center of curvature. 1 minute, students. See, now here this is the center of curvature. Again this side also 3 centimeter. If you take 3 centimeter, you will get good ray diagrams. This is 3 more centimeter. Right, let me represent. This is optic center, this is f1, this one will be 2f1, this will be f2, this is 2f2 or c2. Now at optic center you take just aperture. I'll take the aperture like this. This is my aperture. Now object placed beyond center of curvature, somewhere here. Usually I will take around some 2 centimeter is the object, or 2.5 centimeter I will take my object height. That is your arbitrary distance, but for better representation I am taking 2.5 centimeters. This height is 2.5 centimeter. Students, no need to represent those. This is 3 centimeter I am taken. This is 6 centimeter from the optic center. Again this is 3 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. Like this I represented. You will get the better ray diagrams if you use these notations. Now coming to rules. First rule, I will choose the first light ray, first incident ray is the first rule. What is the first rule? The light ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis after refraction. The light ray which is coming parallel to principal axis after refraction, it will become, or it will passes through principal focus. This is the incident ray, this is refracted ray. Clear? Now coming to trace the image, minimum we need 2 incident rays. Now one more light ray I will take. That light ray is passing through optic center. Any light ray which is passing through optic center, it will, there will be no deviation. It will go like this, straightly it will go without deviation. This is the incident ray, this is refracted ray. The 2 refracted rays, where they will meet, there you will get the image. See here, this point is the intersection of the 2 refracted rays. Here you are going to get the image. This image is like this. Students, see carefully. The size of the image is diminished. And position is between f2 and 2f2, and we can catch the image on the screen. That's why it is a real and inverted. Coming to the nature of the image, nature and position of image. Nature will be real, inverted, size is diminished, position of the image between image forms between focus and center of curvature. You can also write it as f2 and 2f2 in this manner. And also you complete the diagram, represent the lens here. I am going to represent the lens finally like this, convex lens. This is your ray diagram of the second position. Object placed beyond center of curvature. Clear? Right, note it down in your notebook. Next I am going to the third position. Object placed at center of curvature. Students, you follow the same method of the previous, you will get perfect ray diagrams. First you draw the principal axis. Yes, I draw the principal axis. Next represent the optic center and focus on both sides, center of curvature on both sides. Let it be, this is my optic center, 3 centimeter is here, some focus, this is my center of curvature. Similarly, this is the other side focus, this is other side center of curvature. This is optic center, f1 to f1, f2 to f2. After that, you draw the aperture. I am drawing. Right. Next, the thing object placed at center of curvature. That means here. Object height also I am taking around some 2.5 centimeter. That is your arbitrary height. You can take anything 2.5 2.8, but for me I am taking 2.5 is convenient. Then to trace the image from the object, minimum 2 light rays are required. First light ray as usual parallel to the principal axis. The light ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis. This is the first light ray. Second light ray from the object and which is passing through optic center. Anyhow, first light ray after passing through parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it will passes through focus like this. This is the incident ray, this is refracted ray. The second incident ray is passing through optic center. After passing through optic center, there is no deviation, it will go straightly. There will go straight like this. This is the incident ray, this will be the refracted ray. The two refracted rays, where they will meet, there you will get the image. See here the intersection of the two refracted rays, there you got image. In this manner. This is 2f2. Students, after that you complete the lens. Convex lens is completed. This is the convex lens. Convex lens. See, object placed at 2f1, image formed at 2f2. Then the position of image where it is at 2f2 or center of curvature. Center of curvature, which is 2f2. Nature, real, inverted. Coming to the size of the image, same size of the object. Same size of object. That's it. Position of the image at center of curvature only. Object at 2f1, image at 2f2. And real and inverted we can catch on the screen. That's why it is real and inverted. Same size of the object. Next, coming to the fourth position. Object placed between f1 and 2f1. Object placed between f1 and 2f1 are focus and center of curvature. As usual technique, students, the first one, you have to draw the principal axis. I draw on the principal axis. Then represent the optic center and both sides focus, both sides center of curvature. I am taking, this is my optic center, this is my around some 3 centimeter I am taking focus, 6 centimeter I am taking center of curvature. This side same thing, 3 centimeter focus, 3 more centimeter center of curvature. See, this is optic center, this is f1, this one will be 2f1, this will be f2, this one will be 2f2. Now where you are going to place the object? Okay, just draw the aperture also. I am going to draw the aperture. This is the aperture. Next, object placed at in between f1 and 2f1. I am taking approximately 2.5 centimeter is the object height. This is the object placed between f1 and 2f1. See carefully, this is f1, this is 2f1. In between I place the object. Now coming to the ray diagrams, ray rules. First ray I am taking from the object parallel to the principal axis which is passing. Sorry. First light ray, like this. How it will go after that? It will passes through f2. Any light ray passing parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it will become parallel, it will passes through focus. After refraction it will passes through f2. Now coming to the second one, the light ray which is passing through optic center, the light ray which is passing through optic center, like this. Here somewhere they intersected. This is the second refracted ray. These two refracted rays meet at this point. There you are going to get the image forms at this intersection point. See the size of the image, magnified or diminished, students? It is magnified. Now complete the lens. I'll complete the lens. This is the convex lens I am talking about. Draw the convex lens. It is very simple. Now position of image. Where is the position of the image? Beyond 2f2 or beyond center of curvature. Beyond center of curvature. Next, nature, it's a real and inverted. Coming to the size, see the size, it is magnified. Image is magnified. This is the nature of the image. And position. Hope it is clear. Now moving to the next position. Object placed at focus. Placed at focus. Now students, see here, again the same process I am following. I am drawing the principal axis first. After that you identify the focus, both sides focus, both sides center of curvature positions. Now let it be, this is my optic center, this is my focus, this is the other side center of curvature. Here 3 centimeters. See, I am taking 3 centimeters. This is my optic center. From 3 centimeter approx, this is 3 centimeter approx. I am considering the f1. 6 centimeter I consider, around some 3 more centimeter I am consider f2, like this. Now this is 2f2. Represent, this is optic center, f1 to f1, f2 to f2. After that, what I said, you draw the aperture of the lens, convex lens aperture I am drawing here, students. This is the aperture. Now coming to the object, where it plays, object plays at f1, object placed at focus f1. Now I am considering this one, object placed at f1, first light ray as usual, which is parallel to the principal axis, the light ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis. After refraction it will passes through, after refraction it will passes through f2. This is the first refracted ray. Second incident ray, I am taking the light ray which is passing through optic center. After passing through optic center, there is no deviation, it will go straight. If you observe carefully, these two refracted rays are parallel to each other, they never meet, they appears to meet at infinity. See carefully, these two are parallel. Image forms at infinity. Why? Because they won't intersect in between anywhere, appears to meet at somewhere long distances, infinity. After this, what do you have to draw? You have to complete the lens. Complete the lens, convex lens. Draw neatly, students. Here on the screen I am unable to draw properly. Anyhow, you draw it properly. Now coming to the nature and position. Image forms at infinity. Image forms at infinity. It is highly nature real, inverted. It is highly magnified. Object placed at focus f1, image forms at infinity. It's a real, inverted and highly magnified. This is the fifth position of the object. Now coming to the next position. This is the special case of this one. Object placed between optic center and focus. Object placed between optic center and f1. It is also very simple, same method as usual. Draw the principal axis. First step, I draw the principal axis. After the principal axis, identify the position of the optic center, focus, first center of curvature, second focus, second center of curvature. Now here I am taking approx, here I am taking optic center, then here it is around some 3 centimeter exactly focus, 6 centimeter center of curvature. The other side also 3 centimeter focus, then 3 more centimeter center of curvature. This is O, optic center, f1 to f1. This is f2 to f2. Now draw the aperture. So vertical line passing through optic center like this. Now where is the object? Object placed between O and f1. Here, see it, somewhere here I am taking. This is my object. Now coming to the ray diagrams. First ray which is I am taking as usual one, the light ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis. any light ray passing parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it will passes through F2 like this. Next second light ray, the light ray which is passing through optic center, after refraction there is no deviation, it will go straight. This is the incident ray, this is refracted ray. See, these two refracted rays, they won't meet the other side, your right hand side it won't meet. If you extend them back straightly, these two light rays appears to coming from one particular point like this. Extend the two light rays back, some way here you will get the image. This image we cannot catch on the screen. See here, this green here I mentioned. The images which cannot be catched on the screen are called virtual images. See here, write the nature. Position of the image forms same side of the object, it's a virtual erect, virtual images are erect. And what about the size? It is magnified. Size is magnified. Students, also complete the lens. This is the convex lens. So far we didn't get any virtual image. This is the special case of this convex lens, similar to concave mirror. An object placed between optic center and focus, the image is virtual and erect and magnified, same side of the object. These are the 6 different cases. These are all the ray diagrams, you note it down in your notebook. Same method, whatever I told. First, object is at infinity, parallel beam passing through like this. After refraction, image forms at this position. Next, this one. In all the cases, you need to remember, students, better representation you take from optic center to F1 length 3 centimeter and to F1 3 more centimeter from here to here. Similarly, this side also F1 3 centimeter to F1 3 centimeter, like this you need to take. I hope it is clear to you. This is very easiest method. Now coming to the next case, image formation for concave lens. For concave lens, again the same method I follow. The first one, object at infinity. First position, object at infinity. That means light rays become parallel to the principal axis. Let it be. This is the focus. First I will represent optic center. 3 centimeter, focus F1, 3 more centimeter to F1. This side F2 to F2. This is optic center. This is first focus. This is first center of curvature to F1. This is F2, second focus. This is second center of curvature to F2. Now object at object at infinity, the light rays will come like this, parallel to principal axis. Light rays will come parallel to principal axis. After refraction for the concave lens, they appears to diverge from one point. This is not converging lens, this is a diverging lens, concave lens. Then the light rays appears to diverge from this point like this. Similarly, this light ray also appears to diverge from focus. Then image will be formed at f1. See, I'll complete the ray diagram. Like this, concave lens. Students, you draw it neatly. Okay. Nature, I'll write image forms at f1 or focus. And coming to the nature, it's a virtual images are erect and highly diminished. Simple. Next, coming to the second position for the concave lens. Anywhere, any position, object placed anywhere, not only f2 like f1, beyond that to f1 like that, anywhere you place. This is my optic center, 3 centimeter away. Here I will take f1, 3 more centimeter I will take, 2f1, then here it is f2, 3 more centimeter, here it is 2f2. Optic center, focus, 2f1, center of curvature, f2, this is 2f2. Now object anywhere you place not only any one particular position, anywhere you can place. Let me draw the aperture first. I will place somewhere here. Somewhere here I will place beyond 2f1. Beyond 2f1. Beyond 2f1. Beyond 2f1. First light ray I will take parallel to the principal axis. Parallel to the principal axis. 1 minute, students. After refraction, it will diverge and appears to diverge from this point focus. This is the first light ray. Second light ray I will consider through optic center. Any light ray passing through optic center without deviation, it will go straightly. This is the incident ray, this is the refracted ray. See, this is the first refracted ray, this is second refracted ray. These two refracted rays won't meet in the right hand side. See, this one and this one, how they will meet? They won't meet. That's why they will appears to where the two refracted rays meet. These two refracted rays meet at this point, appears to meet at this point. There you will get the image. See, See, this is the image. See, the image I represented with the red color here. The image is here. See the image how it is. It is a highly not highly diminished. It is diminished. Concave lens. Concave lens. Coming to the nature of the image. Nature, virtual, erect, diminished. For any position, wherever you place the object other than infinity, wherever you place, then you will get the virtual, erect and diminished. Virtual and erect and diminished. Position between optic center and focus. Image forms at position of the image between optic center and focus. These two are the ray diagrams. Concave lens is a diverging lens. This is also called diverging lens. This diverging lens image always forms the same side of the object, virtual and diminished. Students, these two ray diagrams also you represent in your classwork. Next class we will discuss mirror lens formula and its applications. Lens formula and its application next class I will discuss. Go through this video carefully and make a note. Thank you, students.